So here's one that irritates me. And it's the danger of handing your truck off to somebody else to work on. And just what I have to deal with not having time. That should not be there. That is not where I asked for it to be installed. I'm also seeing leaking out of it. It's a transmission filter. It's an external filter. It's supposed to help the transmission a little bit more. What I was wanting, what I was needing, was to fix a whole bunch of leaks that are coming from all this system that goes. There's the cooler line right here in the radiator, right? Your basic one just has a radiator cooler for the transmission. The upgrade, I do have a cooler down in here, and that's the towing upgrade that comes with these trucks if you have that towing package. In the factory form, it would have an electrical fan on it as well that has some hookup to a temperature sensor somewhere. I don't have that fan anymore because I have two dual electric 2008 Suburban fans. But this is not where I want it. It's leaking. It's right above the freaking exhaust manifold. That's not happy. I don't like that at all. It's not where I wanted it. And now I got to go back and do it again because it wasn't done the way I want it. And it's leaking. So yeah, not happy. Hours later, here I am. Got it where I wanted it. It's about even with the oil pan. It's protected by the arm. It's a good hand's breadth away from it. So it's nice and protected here. I got about a hand from there to the axle tube, a hand to the arm. Up in here, which I figure is a good protected spot. Now I just need to be able to hook the thing in. The hard part was getting that sensor in. That was what I did not have a drill and tap for. Now I've got a heat sensor, and then I can put a gauge up there on the dash to tell me how hot my tranny is. One thing I'm concerned about now is I have the barb for going in, the barb for going out. I don't know if I don't want them both on this side, just because of where I'm going to have to cut the lines. I may want to loop one back around. Because my thought, let's take the line from here right into there. I just bend it, do a little bit of hose right in between it. If I can get this old, 30-year-old line to bend, and it's crimped together here and here. They got these staple-like crimps holding it together. I have to undo those and just get this one to shoot straight into there. Just here, barb the end of it, and just a little bit of hose, and that would be it. But I don't know if that's going to work so well for me because the routing I have to play there. I want to delete the radiator. I probably said this already, but I want to delete the radiator loop and just go straight to the grill loop. So I got to play with all the lines that exist in here, make sure I got a good flow. There is no easy way to get to this. There's an adapter, and then the original factory line right there. That adapter goes into the radiator. This replacement radiator came with that, instead of having the right ones. So here I am, making what little turns I can on this thing. I'm close, but this is, oh, that may have been it. That may have been it. I think it's out. But that's the line I want to totally and completely remove. And then I need to get that adapter off so that I can figure out what kind of plug to put in there, because I want to plug this. I don't think leaving that open is going to cause a problem because it's just a loop going through the radiator of the transmission fluid. I don't think it really has anything that leaks after that. All right, here we go. It's getting dark on me, but I've got it done. The funny thing is I went and bought 8 foot of transmission cooler line thinking I wouldn't have enough. And all I need is like 4 inches there. So 4 inches right there and another 2 inches right there. I just cut the factory line right there. I can't get a barb on that, so I'm putting 2 hose clamps, and it's on that thing like as much as I could push it on there. 2 inches or so. I'm out of light. I'm using the drill. Spilled probably 2 quarts getting that done because it all came out of there. So I'll need to top this off. And over here you can see I only got like 2 inches there. That's the factory line. You can see the fitting right there that would go into the radiator. But basically now, get some light here, holy cow. Basically now I just got to go into that cooler up front, and I've bypassed the radiator. I just need to go get some plugs for that radiator. I don't know if it matters, but I'm just wanting to plug it up just in case. It's dripping line, or it's dripping now, but not much came out of it. Yeah, now an external oil filter. Change that every time I change the other oil filters. Cheap insurance, better filtration. Not only that, and up there on top, there's that sensor. I'll be able to use that sensor to get me a transmission temperature monitoring. But I'm running out of light. I am about beat. I'm about as greasy and oil as I can be. There goes that light. So I'm gonna cut it off here. Not gonna do much, because all I gotta do is run a wire from there on up, and I'll have to route it somewhere where it's away from the exhaust and all that. I'll find a place to do that. Route it up into the dash, and I got a console and all of that. I might do a short on that later and show you what it looks like. But I won't for this video do much on that. And then you tap into the dash lights themselves, so ignition, hot, and so on. But that's all just electrical crap. This is the hardest part of it all, is just getting those lines run. And the fact that I was able to use just the factory lines, and they're not bent out of shape or anything. They flow there pretty neatly. And just put it in right here, again, up and out of the way. It's got a hand's breadth of room in between all of the axle parts. It's on the same level as the oil pan right here, so it's a nice safe place for it. That's what's nice about working on the big trucks. My S10, I don't know where I would put a cooler like this. This truck, plenty of room to figure out things. I didn't want it under the dash. All right, if you come this far, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.